know Sydney.
Yeah,
you remember it? Remember us? Remember us? Remember Sydney?
Oh, we're here every year. Yeah, of course, remember.
Yeah. Okay, tell us about 2018 for you guys. It's been incredible.
Yeah, it's been insane.
Yeah.
We've toured the world twice now, and we just finished a couple of weeks ago our tour. So it's just been like since the beginning of this year, it's just been like preparing this record for us, Youngblood, and just releasing it and hoping that people would react to it around the world, and luckily they have, and like especially in Australia.
Yeah.
So
8 weeks in
incredible.
Yeah,
Which
is not
it's
bad.
insane.
Yeah. Give us a little bit of an idea of what it's like for you guys after being together for such. It's not a long time, but it's a really intense time. You've had this intense fame pretty early on. How are you feeling about it, looking back over the last 5 years or so?
Well, it has been, it's been a large part of our lives, having been in this band since we were 16 and 17, 24 today, and I guess the goal, not today. Just this year has been all about the determination to change the direction of this band's trajectory, musically, whether it be in recordings or on the stage. Because we didn't want to start another band. We didn't want to be in any other band. We wanted to grow up, and we had every intention to do it within 5 seconds of summer. We never wanted to leave this group. We wanted to hang on to it. We wanted to change what people thought of us. We wanted to change what our fans were into. And the answer to your question, how does it feel over the past 5 years? It feels like we had some slight power because we had such great fans. We had the ability to be flexible in what music we were going to make, and just very grateful for those things.
It can be very dangerous though for a band, can't it?
Oh, it's terrifying. Yeah. So we basically had to regroup and re-decide to attempt to take on the world again from a different musical perspective, and that was challenging to say the least. But it's incredible that people have followed us in the loyalest way possible as well. We're very blessed.
Yeah, but I guess more challenging is making sure that you're taking each of you together on that same road. Was that a...
Yeah. I mean, it's a challenge that every band faces, and even an individual artist, I think. But there's always been a bigger picture with this band, and it's to be, the best we can be as a group and as a whole. And the best part about 5 Seconds of Summer is that there are 4 individual artists that contribute into making us a whole. So that's why I think what gives us an edge and what gives us, an edge, basically. So I couldn't think of another word.
Edge is good. We'll take edge.
Let's go with edge.
Yeah, let's go with edge. This is you too, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the edge. Let's take a few questions this evening. There's a lot of people here who would like to ask a question. Yes.
Yeah, hey guys. So you guys recently released a cover of Killer Queen by Queen. That would have been really daunting. What was the feelings leading up to that release? And obviously, how did you choose Killer Queen? They've got such an amazing discography.
We chose Killer Queen for a few reasons. Weirdly enough, it was coming up a lot in the nightlife that we're kind of a part of, I guess. And also, I loved the soundtrack for Atomic Blonde. And it was on that, and it was just a part of our world. We found a lot of relation with modern pop songwriting and Killer Queen. It's hard for me to explain that at this very moment, but it was coming up a lot in our lives, and we're trying to imitate what Queen did live as well. It was just a all-encompassing signal that we should do Killer Queen. We had the right guy to do it, Matt Pauling, who actually engineered our second album. He's a huge classic rock guy, but he also has every intention to modernize rock music. So we chose him to do it. And it also challenged us vocally. I don't think this band has reached its true vocal potential yet. No offense, you sound amazing. But, as a vocal group as well, I think we want to reach higher heights, and I think Killer Queen is a good challenge, and was a good challenge for us.
Yeah, nice. Cool.
They were also a band that had enormous amount of respect for each other and, I guess, pushed each other.
Yeah, I think... Yeah, definitely. I think they also had 4 songwriters in the band, and I think the best part about our band is that
we can, someone can bring an idea and there might be a bit of friction, and that's what causes, songs like Youngblood. And, this album came from really trying to push what we can do as a band. And I think doing that cover as well will push us to do more of those kind of chord stack like harmonies like that, which we haven't really delved into. And I think that's really exciting. We can keep doing things like that.
Do you go back to your old neighbourhood? Go and have a visit?
I do.
Yeah? And what's the response like from your neighbours?
Well, my neighbors are like, they always come up to my dad and they're like, hey, we noticed that your son never lives here anymore. He's never here. And so they give my dad their number, and it's like, if anything ever happens to the house, then we'll let you know. So if I get robbed, it's one of you.
No, that's sweet. So they're looking out for your dad, is that what you're saying?
No, they're looking out for the house.
Oh, okay.
So
For the Cliffords as a whole, I think.
I like to think they're looking out for all of us.
Well, gotcha. All right. Do we have any more questions for Five Sauce? Yes, one down here.
Yeah, I just had a question about, you've got a very young, fiercely loyal fan base, as well as just a general fan base. But there's a lot of very young vocal people on Twitter who love you guys. What kind of fears does that bring, like just responsibility-wise? Like they're quite young. Does it come with responsibilities and pressures?
Yeah, these days it's changed how we communicate with our online following, because we carefully articulate, what we want them to latch on to. As you get older, you understand yourself more and you go through struggles and pain and etc. We understand we have a young fan base, and it's a diverse fan base too, from all over the world, young and old, but we focus in on how we can affect them positively, and we also pay a lot of attention to how the online world is evolving. I mean, I feel like we're one of the first live bands to come off the internet. I remember we made our Twitter accounts and everything in the early dawning of Twitter, and it's weird to speak about these things, but everything online has moved so quick, and we are witnesses of it, and we are also heavily a part of the genesis of the online fan base. Being what it is today, so we pay close attention to even how groups grow, like BTS and other groups in the world. We aren't as communicative on our accounts anymore, but we are more focused in delivering actual good images, product, like actually things of substance, if that makes any sense, because that's better for us as well, and how we are as people.
Yeah. Do you get a step away from the fame from time to time?
Oh yeah, good.
Yeah, I mean...
Well, I'm the drummer for stuff, so never really got there.
Yeah, good point, actually. Yeah. Do you ever get any fame?
It's not really fame for us. I feel like as you just said, I don't know your name, but your question was, we have a fiercely loyal fan base, which is true. So if you know our band, you know our band. But other than that, it's only really started in Australia that other people that aren't fans of 5 Seconds of Summer will come up and say something. So like when after Youngblood and this album, and like dudes will come up to us, and like dads or something will come up to us now, and that's kind of the first time that's even happened. So my point is that if you're a fan of us, then you come up to us, and that's like, we're a big deal, but otherwise we're kind of just dudes.
Yeah, we've been fiercely determined to make everybody like us, because we want to be a people's band, and we want to play to a lot of people, and not just, the fan base we have now. We really believe that this group can exist for a long time, and we want to, we look up to the Rolling Stones, etc. That's a long shot. But why not? We really look for the musical acceptance of the public, because we really want to make everybody involved in our music that we make.
Well, congratulations. It's been a really great ride. 4 lovely dudes, ladies and gentlemen. Please thank 5 Seconds of Summer.
Thanks, everyone.
Guys. Well,
Thanks for your work today, everyone.
great job.
Thanks for making Australia proud. Legend.